Hey everybody, this is Becky Sampson and
Lisa Harris
and
Nathina,
Nathina and Lisa have joined me for my check-in tonight, and this is my first time checking in with other people, so thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You guys are awesome. This is a very, very special check-in tonight because somebody reached out to me yesterday, a couple days ago, and you reached out to me, and we're going to explain to you why. Tell everybody kind of what happened to bring us to this point.
So I was on like one of the yard sale sites that I like to go on Facebook, and I saw Nathina's post about her mom that has terminal cancer, and went to her GoFundMe page, and I wrote her and I said I wanted to help because almost 4 years ago to the day I was in the same predicament of needing help and people to come forward and help with funds and all kinds of things. I was diagnosed with breast cancer and was getting ready for surgeries and chemotherapy and all of that. And so my community rallied around me and raised tons of money for me. And I just felt this dire need to help Nathina.
And this is what I love about this woman, okay? She has been through hell and back, right? And when she was in a moment of needing help from the community rallied around and helped her through it. Just like as you guys have been watching me on Facebook, like you helped rally around me to help get me the surgery that I have wanted, the plastic surgery. And I know that one of the things that we've talked about a lot, you and I, is none of us, right, are people that like to ask for help. We like to do it all on our own. And how did it make you feel when you had people supporting you the way that they did?
Amazing. It changed my life. It changed my whole perspective of what charity really is. And it changed how much compassion I have for other people in the same boat. And I don't think you really understand how it feels until you're in that boat.
Right, absolutely. And one of the things that's always inspired me with you is that you not only went through a divorce, you went through breast cancer, you went through losing your house, you went through losing your daughter to suicide, you know, and you have been such an example to me always, right, to always keep going. And for you now to give back is so,
pay it forward.
Pay it forward, right? You're always looking for, and you donated to my surgery, actually, come to think of it. I mean, Lisa's amazing.
Just a little bit. It was just a little.
So when Lisa contacted me, you know, a couple days ago, or even if it was yesterday, I don't remember what it was, and told me about Nathina, and I've never met you before until today, and you're a beautiful, beautiful soul.
Thank you. Sure you.
That I said, yeah, let's do this. Let's do a live and be able to expose your story to the world and be able to help you and your mom. So tell everybody kind of what's going on, what's happened in the last couple months.
So my mom was diagnosed with, well, we had taken her to the emergency room. She wasn't feeling good back October, I believe 6th, and they did an x-ray and found a mass on her lung. Well, the emergency room doctor, however, wanted her to see an oncologist as soon as possible. So, and that was on a Thursday. So on a Friday, we had called the oncologist at the Provo Hospital, and they immediately got her in to see a doctor. From there, they did just like a physical and discussed about the mass on her lung. And the doctor had looked over at me and asked, you know, how I felt about it. And I told the doctor, "Are you 100% sure it's cancer?" And he told me, well, we're going to do PET scans and a biopsy to make sure what type of cancer, what stage it's in, like how it's progressing. So my mom went and had a PET scan done, and they found a mass on her lung, her right lung, and also spots of cancer in her liver.
And
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, and she had been really relatively healthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Never gets sick.
Yeah, and so I mean, that was a major blow to you. I'm sure you and you know, what am I going to do with, you know, with my mom at this point? And so, what were you going to say?
And the mass was about the size of a football in her lung, right?
Yes. And then after that, things progressed. The doctor told her what was going on. She then went and had a biopsy done. Well, however, she had only seen the oncologist in Utah 3 times. After she had gotten an MRI done because she was not feeling good. I had to take her back to the emergency room. An MRI was ordered, so the emergency room doctor went ahead and did the MRI as she was being seen by the ER doctor. The oncologist got the results from the MRI. He had notified my mom, and he told her, Candy, you need to come in my office by noon and bring your daughter. As I'm the only child, I have no siblings, not much family members around. We met up, and I went with my mom. Her best friend was with us that day as well. And we walk in. Then the doctor tells my mom that the cancer's all through her brain. Well, he ordered radiation, and like 5 minutes later, he comes in and he tells me, I'm not even going to do the radiation. The cancer's so extensive throughout her brain, her body. We're just going to put your mom on hospice. And I asked him, well, how long does she have to live? And mind you, he's not even acknowledging my mom through this.
He was talking to you.
He was talking straight to me, holding my hand, telling me if this was his mother, this is what he would do. So I just sat there and listened to him, and he told me, we want to make your mom as comfortable as possible. No more doctor appointments, no more going anywhere. It's going to be too hard on her body. I'm just going to order hospice. They will be getting a hold of you within a couple of days. So I took it at that, told him thank you.
And basically he sent her home to die, yeah.
Yes, he told her she would die by the beginning of the year, that we had 3 months with my mom.
Yeah.
And that tore my heart. I didn't want to give up. My mom was ready to give up.
Yeah, I think at one point you said your mom said to you that she just wanted to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was just false hope. And a lot of it was due to her insurance was pending. She's worked all her life, and she had trouble getting on Medicaid because she had switched jobs, so her insurance had lapsed.
Yeah.
And I told my mom, we had went back home, and my mom was doing dishes, going up and downstairs, helping me do laundry, very active, very, very active woman. I told her, we are going to take you to Colorado to get a second opinion, and she wasn't for it. She's just like, no, I'm done. There's no helping me. They want me to go on hospice, and I don't feel good. I hurt. I'm sore. And I told her, miracles happen every day, and I need to know that I tried everything to save you, and it worked. I took her the next day, and we immediately took her to the emergency room. We had no known doctors to go to, so we pulled up to the emergency room and took her in there. And
in Colorado.
In Colorado, in Grand Junction, amazing hospital.
And they've agreed to they're helping her without insurance, right?
Correct.
Right.
Wow,
So
she's getting
yes,
qualified.
Yes. When we took her to the emergency room, we explained to them everything that was going on. They were kind of offset about the whole situation, how it transpired. They ran some blood tests on my mom, and her face was so swollen. And it came from the lab results that her sodium was so low that it was blocking the oxygen and whatnot going up into her brain. So, her glands, her main arteries were swollen.
yeah.
Emergency room doctor was very amazing. She was glad that not what was going on with her to put her in the hospital, but she was glad that she was able to admit her that night, because that was one step closer to seeing an oncologist right there in the hospital.
So that was about a month ago, right? About 5 weeks ago?
Yes, it was on the 4th of November.
Yeah, and you guys had to go to a different state to get her the help because they wouldn't treat her here.
No, they were refusing her treatment.
So she's now living in a trailer, from what you said.
Yes.
Right, with distant relatives, but it's a really small trailer, and she's so grateful for the help. but she really needs some funds to be able to get, and obviously it's Christmas time and things like that, but probably the most difficult thing that you've expressed to me is that you feel like you're letting your mom down because you're not there to support her and able to help her because you are financially strapped because you've given everything
Yes.
to her.
Yes.
And you're now completely out of funds, which is one of the reasons why, I mean, Lisa came to me because she's like, okay, look, what do we do? What can we do?
I gotta get the story out here.
We've got to get the story out and to anybody that's willing to help. I know what it feels like to receive funds. You know what it feels like to receive funds. And thank you to all of you amazing people that have done that. But we want to be able to help in whatever way we can to be able to help you get the funds that you can to move your family. You're willing to move your family out there. You
Most
need
definitely.
to. Yeah. I mean, your husband is also in construction. Is
Yes.
that right? And because of the weather and everything, he's not able to, he hasn't been able to get the work either.
Yeah.
So you guys are
Very
out.
limited.
So you need to get in Colorado. He needs to find a job.
Yes.
You need to find a
Yeah.
place to live. But the
And get your
funds
mom.
are gone.
Yes.
You know, there's no means to do that.
Yeah.
And, you know, if your mother is this sick, you know, it could take a turn for the worse or she could get better. But either way,
Day by day.
you need to be there with her.
Yeah.
And she needs you to be there with her. I remember those days of chemo and going through scary, scary stuff.
Yeah.
And I needed my friends and family. And I can't imagine what your mother must be going through doing that by herself. That breaks my heart.
Well, and I think the thing that, I mean, there's so many causes out there, right? And this is one of the things that we talked about is there's a lot of causes and a lot of people that are put themselves out there. But you know, if you're a mother and if you have a daughter or mother, anyone that's you're the only member of the family, right?
Yes, I'm the only child.
That's it. And your mother probably might even have been gone now if you didn't fight for her life
Yes.
2 months ago.
Yes.
Right.
In fact, we were prepared
Yeah.
for her passing
Yeah.
before November 4th, before I took her to Colorado. Like, we had funeral, all that planned out, and I wasn't going to give up until I got a positive answer that my mom can be saved.
Well, and I think the one thing I really love that you said is that you believe in miracles.
Yes.
And you know, you never know when it comes to social media. You never know who's watching, who's able to help. There was a gal that I know that donated to my surgery. She donated $500, and I had never met her before in my life. And she goes, Becky, look, it's not that I had a lot of money sitting around, but I had that money, and I said, God, I just want to give it to somebody. And she saw my story, and she gave it. And I just going, oh my gosh, I remember seeing the $500 come through going, oh my gosh. So I really, you know, I know there's a lot of people that are watching, and I'm sorry you're too far away for me to read. And Jennifer, you say I believe in miracles too. I do too. Maybe there's somebody that's out there. I am so grateful that Lisa has reached out to me, that I'm able to do this and to be able to help you. And you know, it doesn't matter if we've known each other or not. That's the beautiful thing is if we can help each other, then we can get there. And thank God she's getting the help that she needs right now.
Yes.
But she needs you most importantly. And that's what we need to raise money. We have set up a GoFundMe. It is at GoFundMe.com at Candy's Cancer Fund. And there's a link there on this Facebook Live for you to go there. Any amount of donation will help you and help you guys get there. But your family is prepared right now to go out there, right?
Yes, most definitely. It's me, my husband. I have a 2-year-old son that will turn 2 actually December 28th, and a 9-year-old son and my 11-year-old daughter that
Would move with you.
that's who's going with us out to my mom, to be with my mom.
Yeah.
In fact, that's the financial burden, the burden that this has all caused. And it really makes me, as a mom, a wife, I feel like I just let my children down, my husband down, because I've just got all these emotions going on about wanting to be there and to care for my mom as she cared for me the whole 18 years plus of my life by herself. as a single mom. And I want to be able to give that back to her. And it's been really hard, especially around the holidays. This will be...
Well, you've used all your funds.
Yes, the
to go
first
see your
year
mom.
that my babies haven't had a Christmas. And I've tried to tell them, you know what? God's given us that Christmas, that gift, to try and get to Colorado to spend it with Grandma.
Yeah.
And my 11-year-old understands. My 2 youngest ones, they really don't understand. They just want Santa Claus and presents. But I've had to talk to them and tell them, you know, it's either this or this. And it makes me feel that like I've let my children down. And my main thing is to get out and just to be with my mom and take care of my mom, my husband, and my children, and just be happy.
Yeah. And right now your mother's out of funds as well.
Yes.
And she has to drive herself 45 miles to have chemotherapy
And her medications.
And her car payment and
Now with
living
having the
expenses.
port put in yesterday, she's got to keep the upkeep on that, get that cleaned as well, or if there's any complications.
Yeah.
I mean, she needs to be able to, have the funds to go to the hospital, to and from the hospital, and she lives like 45 minutes away, so
yeah, anything that you guys can do and donate. I know it's a tough time to the year for Christmas, but it's a beautiful time of the year because people open up their hearts to help. And so I really commend you for being willing, because we know what it's like to be willing to ask for help. I know your mom wouldn't do it, but you're doing it for your mom.
yes, and it's really hard for me as well, but I'm doing it for my mom.
Yeah, and I commend you for that, because it does take a lot of courage, and I talk a lot about that on my Facebook Lives, is living your life, putting yourself out there in your life does take courage, so I commend you for that. So yeah, if you guys can, if you donate anything, or if you know anyone that can donate, or if you can share this on your Facebook pages, we'd be more than happy to, we'd be more than happy.
Yes, they would. And when you share, write a little something, because
Yeah.
that always tugs at people's heartstrings when you're writing something yourself on your own page. I tend to look at more GoFundMes when there's something written about them instead of just sharing it. So open up your pocketbooks, even if it's just $5. If you get 500 people doing $5, I mean, that's the $2,500. So it's just, it's just a little goes a long way.
And that gets you guys on the road to
Yes.
go and
A little
see her.
goes
Yes.
a long way.
Yeah.
And when I had my fundraiser, they raised $15,000 for me in a week. And it was amazing to not have to worry about money when you're sick.
Yes, and it makes it even more difficult that every time we get a chance to go out there and visit, we have to, for gas, for my vehicle, food expenses, hotels, because
By the way, where is she again? Grand Junction?
she's
Grand
in Delta,
Junction?
Colorado,
Oh,
with,
Delta,
with our relatives, and her doctors are in Grand Junction, so it's about a 40-minute drive. But I mean, and I bless my family's heart for opening up their home, but for me, my husband, and my children, it's too small.
Yeah.
And there's some other, health factors that I can't stay overnight there. But, so, I mean, it adds up, the motel rooms
Yeah, it
and
does.
food and just...
So if you know anybody that has a place that they can stay too.
anything helps.
Grand Junction.
Yeah, we were talking about that too. But well, thank you so much for allowing us to tell your story. And I know that you didn't know Lisa either. And I do believe in miracles. I do.
And I want to just thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
God always has a plan.
Yes.
And he works through people, and he doesn't bring people together by coincidence.
Or like I say, miracles happen every day.
Yeah.
So thank you guys.
And because you believed in that,
Yes.
that's going to bring a miracle.
It
So-
brought you right here in
Yeah.
the little living room of Becky Sampson. So thank you guys so much for checking in. I know it's a Saturday night. This will obviously, replay as you come on here. But please push the share button. I know I don't do this very often. This is a special check-in. But I'm asking you to share it on your Facebook. Like Lisa said, write a little message so that it's not just a share. And let's get some exposure, and let's get some funds for her family to go see your mom and support her and fight for her life, really. That's really what it's about.
And there's a lot of people out there I know that want, you know, to help a family for Christmas or, you know, do sub for Santa, stuff like that. So what a great cause to help Nathina and her family. So thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. God is real. I love this season for this reason. I love this season for this reason. Oh, I love it. It rhymes.
Yeah, I also want to say thank you as well. God bless and happy holidays.
Well, thanks, you guys. Should I just read real quick what they're saying? Sorry, let's, because I like to respond to people and I just couldn't see. Carla, let's see. Before we, sorry, I'm going through this so fast. You guys get to see me close up. I believe in miracles too. Yes. The true meaning of Christmas is giving unselfishly with love. Jennifer, thank you so much for saying that. And Alar says, I do, Becky. Let's see. She just shared the video. Thank you, thank you. Okay, thanks you guys for checking in tonight, and we'll talk to you soon.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.